Hello friends, what is up? It is the ghost of Cat LaSalle here because we've been gone for so long you might as well have replaced the current ghost that was occupying this filming space. Inside joke. Anyway, hello! Holy frick, it has been a hot minute. Sorry about that. There's actually so much to discuss and I wanted to just sit down. I feel like these kind of sit-down videos always have a serious tone. There's nothing serious, and I am not pregnant. Something about this is going to be titled Life Update or something like that. Just get that out of your minds right now. That is not it. Don't worry, just going to cut to the quick there. I won't leave you hanging in that department, but the titles of these types of videos always entail some sort of serious undertone, I feel like, and that's, I mean, maybe a little bit of what I owe you guys an explanation for, because as you can see, I dipped off the channel for a month, and as a creator, that doesn't feel like a long time, but I know from a viewer standpoint, that feels like an eternity. For the YouTubers that I watch, the channels that I frequent, and frankly, like, rely on for, you know, that content, it's not even, I feel like rely on is not necessarily the best use of the word, but it's, you know, it's not like a codependence thing, but it's just like, I love this person's content. This helps me get through my week. You know, it's something I look forward to every week. And so when that is taken from you for like a month, I know how that feels. I have my own favorite channels who have gone off grid for like a month and I've been like, where were you? So this is, I do owe you an explanation in that regard, and there's some serious stuff in there, but this is not meant to come across as serious as it is, but I just do, as always, genuinely feel bad for the hiatus that we have taken here, and I know I always kind of jokingly mention that it was an unintentional hiatus because I never necessarily mean to drop off the channel for a month at a time, but this time was perhaps a little bit different, just because of everything that's been going on in my life, and so I just wanted to film this quick little update, especially since the last video that is currently existing on this channel was my failed blood pudding experiment, and so in the optics of that, it probably looks like I poisoned myself. It's like, this is the last video this chick posted, and that was a month ago. She probably ate that botched vegetarian black pudding and died. No, we are very much still here. So anyway, a lot has been happening in my life this year. It's been a little bit crazy. Obviously, without divulging too much, I have mentioned to you guys that I made a community post sharing that I've had quite a lot of loss this year. And that involves the rest of my family as well, so I won't share too many details, but we've lost a few members of our family early this year, and in July we had the celebration of life for one of them, so that is kind of why I was traveling and I wasn't really posting much around that time anyway, because I just wasn't in a mentally/emotionally good enough place, and I did disclose to you guys that I had pre-recorded some content to edit, and I didn't get any of that edited. Reason for that being is during the same trip in July to go memorialize a really close family member of mine, frankly, probably without trying to get emo about it, maybe one of the biggest losses in my life thus far, which is a crazy privilege to be able to say that I've lived as long as I have. I mean, I'm not old by any means, but I'm at a point now where it's like I should be so lucky to have made it this far in my life and not feel that type of pain until really recently. At the same time, my brother and his family, as I've mentioned before, my sibling lives on another continent, and so they were visiting as well at that time, and so I was just spending quite a lot of time with family, and this is by no means meant to sound as an excuse, but usually when that happens, I'm just not productive. I really kind of just log off mentally, and it's honestly really difficult for me to get any work done because I'm sure this can maybe be relatable, but when you are staying with your family and it's all of you and your siblings and other people, it's like the Brady Bunch back at my house when we all converge, at my parents' house rather. So it's not necessarily the best place to get anything done, and so my productivity usually tanks. That part is purposeful, to take a little bit of a mental break. I wasn't firing on all cylinders, and that is okay. However, the duration is the unexpected part, and that is what segues into our life update portion of this video. So back in June, things started to kind of go in motion I'm talking in such vague terms. Long story short, we're leaving Los Angeles. We are going to be moving. And that was a really sudden thing. And it has been a crazy few months, like I said. And this has kind of been in the works since June. And now the turnaround period has been absolutely wild. Because of we're moving back to the East Coast, which is where we're from. We are completely going back. I don't know if I'll share just yet where we're going. It's not like a secret or anything. I'll share it eventually. But just that I know alone is big news, and it is going to continue to further interrupt my just everything, the flow of content, my availability online, like just how much I just all of this is not again meant to be presented as any form of excuse or justification for my absence of being on here, because it was only partially planned to take that little bit of a break. The month plus time period that this has turned into was not planned, but partially neither was this move. I'm sure I will share the details eventually, but I just wanted to get this video out. It's literally nothing crazy. I'm being so vague, and it makes it sound like there's something weird afoot. Literally nothing is afoot. Like, just life changes happened in a very brief amount of time, like big spontaneous decisions. And it was the right decision for us at this time. And so this was not planned. It was very sudden, kind of also just hence the time offline. We were literally getting our lives in order. And so that's where I've been. I've been at family funerals. I've been spending time with family, close family that I don't get to see because we live thousands of miles apart. And we have been reaching the conclusion of we are going to be relocating and moving across the country. So what does that mean for content? Here I am already like a month behind. I'm already on borrowed time when it comes to content. Like I said, when I'm with my family, my brain, it is just this kind of literal mental obstruction that I have. It's very difficult for me to get work done when I'm spending time with family. That's not a great excuse at all. It's not an excuse by any means. It's not meant to be. All of this is to just kind of explain why it has been so long and why it might continue to be a little bit iffy, because our turnaround window here of leaving LA and moving across the country once again is approaching. And so change is hard for me, y'all. Change is really hard. And so I guess I apologize in advance if it's hard for you as well, because this is really kind of in the first actual permanent space for this channel. Being here in LA, this was the first genuine, actual, stable space we ever had here on this channel. So maybe, shoot, I didn't even think about that. That's going to be really tough. Don't worry, we'll try to recreate it, either make it better or as identical as we possibly can to this. But yes, that's where we've been. That's where I've been. And I just owe it to you guys, obviously, to explain. There's just a lot of life changes coming down the pipe right now. And in the midst of all this, here I am. All of this is to say, my final point will be that I might still be a little bit. I just got back to Los Angeles yesterday, and this was the first thing on my to-do list, to film this and just get this out to you guys as soon as I possibly can. So apologies if this isn't even edited or properly coherent. I just wanted y'all to have this as soon as possible, because like I said, I know how infuriating it can be to be like, I support this person, I've watched all of their stuff, and like, where the heck are they? You know, you like, and I'm so, that's crazy to me to even consider that might be the case of my videos for you guys, you know, because I know how that feels to have your favorite creators and like wonder where they've dipped off, you know. And don't worry, I'm not permanently dipping off, but there's a lot in motion right now that might cause the next few months of this year to be like, woo! And I'm still trying to apply for graduate school. So all of this is to say, I wanted to just pop on, get this life update to you guys as soon as I possibly could, because I owe y'all a freaking explanation. I'm on borrowed time, and I'm also on borrowed time when it comes to finalizing my graduate school applications. Pray for me, all. You guys were in the trenches with me when I was working on some of the portfolio pieces that I'm working to submit. I'm still maybe a little bit behind in that regards, and I'm trying to get this done in literally like 2 days time. So I'm going to try to just post this as soon as I can, and just know if I'm still a little bit absent, it's because I'm getting my life in order. And once that happens, then I'm going to come back. I don't know how this is, like I said, going to interrupt the flow of content later this year. Could y'all imagine if this was happening during Andor? Oh, thank God it's not. I would literally be not. I would cease to exist. But yes, okay, this already has, I've been rambling for like almost 15 minutes now, so I'm going to put a bow on this. Thank you guys just in general for still being here, if you are. Sorry if you're a new subscriber and this is your first video, and sorry also if you're just any subscriber and it's been a month since I posted any video, and sorry that this isn't the most entertaining video to come back with, and sorry for being so vague. Like, I'm making this sound so, like, elusive and mysterious. It's really not. It's just so much of my personal family stuff. I try not to share too much about my family on here. It doesn't make it any less rough. It has been rough, as I've kind of shared a little bit with you guys. Just, it's been a wonky year. Haven't really felt like myself, and I've just, I'm really sorry that so many of you guys have reached out and checked in on me to see if I'm okay, and just sending me emails to, you know, just be like, hey, miss you, see you when you get back, like, and I'm so sorry that I didn't really respond to like a single one of them. I am really truly sorry. So many of you guys sent me really such kind, just to know that I have people, like, it's it's not something I think I take for granted. I try not to, but just to know that there's people out there who, like, if I go off the internet for a month, you think about me. And I'm just so sorry that I just literally did not have the bandwidth to reply. That's what I'm trying to say. I just was, I know I'm terrible with my DMs anyway, and I usually try my best in the YouTube comment section and community posts, or if you send me an email or something like that. I do usually try my hardest, and I guess I feel so bad because I just genuinely didn't even try, because I did not have the capacity. I just was truly not firing on all cylinders. It's just been a lot going on. So I just am so sorry for that. That's always the toughest part of coming back from one of these hiatuses, because I almost feel a little bit like embarrassed to show my face to you guys after I just dipped off for this long and never really kept you posted. Or I knew this might get a little bit emo because just so much has been going on in my life. It's just been a crazy time. Good things, sad things, bad things. It's been a crazy chapter, and we are about to enter a new one. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit emo too, because it's not like this is just a big change for me, but it's a big change for the channel as well. Like, new things are going to be in store. We're going to be uprooting. We're going to be going elsewhere. We're going to be having to get our head back in the game, get settled, and, you know, so, you know, I guess this is also a preemptive, just in advance, sorry for any other, wonky delays or schedules when it comes to content. For those of you who have, like, literally commissioned something from me, I'm so sorry for the delay. I have to literally reach back out to so many of you in that regard as well. Let me just get these grad school applications done, y'all, and then I'm gonna be a little bit and then I'm free, and then I gotta pack up my entire apartment. So I am truly sorry if you reached out at all, and I just completely it probably seems like I ignored it, and just know that I've read it. I've read your guys' messages and or tweets or comments or emails. I just literally did not have the mental capacity to just even type a response. That sounds really bleak and rough, but I've just been a little bit drained. Sorry for kind of like stumbling through this. I should have orchestrated my thoughts a little bit better. That's on me. But coming off of a month of having not posted at all, like I said, that last video being my blood pudding taste test, y'all probably thought I was dead. Like, so we're back, we're here, and yeah, thank you so much for still being here. Sorry I cried. Sorry I just have been really non-responsive. Yeah, none of this, as always, is ever meant to sound as any sort of excuse or justification, but just as more so of filling you in. Like, I owe y'all that much. I am so grateful for you guys, even if my behavior and just absence, the lack of my presence this month has not reflected that. Gonna go get my life together, apply for graduate school, host Schnikes, and we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. I just wanted to get this out as quickly as I possibly could. So sorry about whatever botched editing happens between now and when this gets posted. Okay, I've been out of the game. I'm back, but we're rusty. So, okay. All right. I'm just rambling at this point. Love you guys. Thank you guys so very much for being here. I hope that during the month that I was absent, you guys have been having great lives. I hope your lives continue to be great. And if you've also been in a slump, I'm right there with you. Like, we've got this. We're going to lock in. We're going to rally the second half of this year. We're going to make it ours. And good things await. So, okay. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Hope you guys are doing so well, as always. And I will see you again very, very soon. I promise. I got my Legend of Korra. I got to finish those videos, and then we're going to figure it out from there. But I will see you again very, very soon. Bye, guys.